What's up, YouTube? Back with another video, and today's video is about being productive. Less distractions and being productive. And that comes with mastering our thoughts, mastering our emotions and how we feel about things, and necessarily not fearing certain things. So that's the topic of this video. It's been on my mind lately. I've been thinking about making this video. Lately, I've been reading a few books. One of them is Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And that's an awesome book, y'all. All this time, I read a lot of books. I haven't been reading as many books as I usually read and as much as I should read. But I've been getting back into an old healthy habit of mine because I've been like in a fog state and depressed. And so I know one thing that makes me happy is writing, making music. I'm not sure if I ever told you guys that I'm a artist as well. And another thing is reading. And I've been reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad lately. That's one of many books I've been reading lately. Well, one of several books I've been reading. And this book, I'm not done reading it. I just started like not too long ago. And this book, I've heard about this book, but what I'm trying to say is I wish I've known. No, I'm trying to say I wish I've read this book sooner than now versus when I first heard about the book. Because this book, y'all, it's a must read. Anybody that's trying to better themselves financially, emotionally, and just be a better all-around person. And this is a must read, y'all. Like, you have to read it. You know, I'm not being sponsored by Robert Kawasaki, or however you pronounce his last name. My bad if I'm butchering it. But this book is golden, must have. But anyways, it doesn't necessarily talk, but I want to talk about distractions. And we tend to like mask or pacify ourselves when we're in a depressed state and being depressed by distractions. And we're all guilty of doing this. I'm sure there's been times where we spend countless of minutes, hours just aimlessly scrolling on social media, whether it's on YouTube or Instagram, just mindlessly. Even if it's decompressing, we're distracting ourselves from a task that we know we should be doing, or distracting ourselves from something like a goal that we would like to accomplish. One being an example, like let's say losing weight loss. So instead of doing that, we'll distract ourselves with watching Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, or whatever it is that, whatever platform you choose to go to. Like if it was a drugstore or a drug market, whatever drug of choice that you choose to please yourself with, or, that you tend to not please yourself. Well, yeah, I guess you could say please yourself, but your drug of choice, basically what I'm saying, whether it's Facebook, IG, TikTok, Snapchat, all the platforms that we know that people use, I would say it's a drug, because there's been research proven and shown that our brains give off some type of dopamine when we're, scrolling through these apps. I mean, not through the apps, through the feeds on these platforms. And that's pretty much like a drug, our bodies or our brains gets, a dose of those chemicals that gives us these highs, or not necessarily a high, but a feeling of, what is it? I would say like a high, but not necessarily that you feel a high, but like settleness, or whatever the word it is I'm trying to use. If I'm sure you guys know. So we tend to use these things as distractions, and it could kind of, well, it doesn't kind of, it messes up us being productive and productivity, the things we could probably be doing instead of scrolling through Facebook, watching what other people are doing on our news feed or timeline. We can rather be, washing some dishes, doing laundry in our house, or cleaning, or whatever task that we know we've been kind of like putting off. Starting that new business we wanted to start, instead of doing that and being more productive in that, we tend to distract ourselves with something that's more easier. We're just scrolling through TikTok. And I think that people need to get off of that. I'm including myself, and this is something that I'm doing as well. Trying to lessen my distraction level and become more productive. There's a setting or area that you can go if you have an iPhone. I'm not sure with Samsung, because I don't have a Samsung, but there's an area you can go in your settings to where you can see, like, and it's strictly for this too, to where you can see the amount of time that you're spending on productive thing. How much, it's a chart that'll show you how much screen time you've been having with doing productive things you've been doing with entertainment. And, it's a graph that shows you. And if you go on that setting, you can kind of see for the week. It's like a report that gives you for the week on, how you've been for the week, as far as what you've been doing on your cellular device, whether you've been productive, not, how many hours you've been putting into it. And so that's a thing that I'm starting, and I've been getting a hold of, and I've been doing this for some time, like off and on, but now I'm back on, and I've been getting a handle on this, to where at times where I won't pick up my phone this much. I'll leave it. Even, people, society, and we gotten to the point, y'all, to where people, the first thing they do when they get out of their bed, I won't even say you ain't even got to get out your bed. The first thing people do when they wake up in the morning, what they do? You should already know. People wake up, grab for the phone, and scroll and look. We, as a society, have lost our way to where we don't even wake up. The first thing we don't wake up to even thank God. And that's the thing that people need to get a hold and be mindful of as well, including myself. And I found myself doing this as well. I'm having to check and regulate myself. And I think that's what a lot of other people should start doing as well. And I will hope for people to start doing and realizing, like, we've been hijacked. Our minds and attention has really been hijacked. And I'm glad I'm conscious enough. I'm one of those individuals that's been conscious enough that can see, you know what, Papa, you've been too much on, IG. Scale back from it, You've been too much on YouTube. Scale back. To where now, like the point I was making, when people wake up in the morning, first thing they doing or grabbing their phone, they ain't even go use the bathroom. You brush their teeth. We're waking up looking, seeing what's on the these platforms. To where we have to pray. Let's thank God first for waking us up. Because if he wouldn't have waken us up, we wouldn't even be able to scroll, to see what's going on with anybody else's life or what's new. So that's something I've been consciously doing. First thing I do is I get up, pray. And I encourage you guys to do that as well, and be conscious of that. Just get up and pray. You ain't even got to get out your bed. Start slowly. Even if you're not that type of person that, prostrate, if I'm pronouncing it right, to pray, instead of doing that, just say a prayer before you even grab the phone. Just give thanks to God for even waking us up and allowing us to see another day and blessing us. So that's one thing I've been conscious of with doing instead of grabbing my device. First thing I do is wake up, pray. I'm very strong and hard on myself, and I encourage you guys to do. You feel better, and that's part of like the productivity part I was talking about. Rather going to a distraction and the productivity, and we need to start being conscious of the thoughts. That's another thing. Our thoughts and emotions. Our thoughts controls our emotions. So we need to be mindful of these things, y'all. And so scale back on the distractions. That's all I'm saying. Because that increases your productivity. Be conscious of, you know what? Instead of going to my device and just aimlessly, mindlessly going through my device, let me just do a set of sit-ups, or push-ups or planks for set a timer for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, however many. It doesn't have to be much. Just start. And I'm just saying this to people that, whose goals are to lose weight. Just start small, and even with our diets, some people think, oh, you have to go cold turkey and just stop. That's not healthy to just go cold turkey on, bad things that we want to cut out to become healthy. Because it's like, even with drug fiends or, people that's addicted to certain drugs, you don't immediately just cut them off. You got to wind yourself off, wean yourself off of it slowly. And I say the same thing should go towards, weaning ourselves off from these distractions into becoming more productive people. And so mastering our thoughts, we have to master our thoughts. And that comes with being conscious of our thoughts. What we think is what's to say? As we think is what we becometh, or something. It's a saying or a phrase like that. So first, conscious of our thoughts, our emotions, how we feel, then productivity. Thoughts or no thoughts equals distraction, equal no productivity. So that's all I want to really make this video about. And I will hope you guys that's watching this video are, those few that are conscious and aware, or at least try to be conscious and aware of your thoughts and mastering your emotions and coming off a distraction, being conscious of the distractions of these cellular phones. We had the whole world at our fingertips, It's easy to become distracted. We need to start becoming more productive, as well as myself. And that's part of like with me starting my journey with YouTube. It's, I'm trying to be more productive because, I'm feeling depressed. I've been going like through this emotional and, life, basically. I've been going through this life roller coaster, feeling depressed, and to where I've been distracted, but I'm trying to health myself back into healthy habits. And I just decided to make this video for, anybody. I wouldn't even necessarily say my subscribers, because my subscriber count is very low. But I would just say, if you just happen to come across this video, let's try to make healthy habits. Let's try to, lessen the distractions and become more productive. And first, it starts with mastering our thoughts. Thoughts become reality. Our thoughts are very powerful, and controlling our emotions. Our emotions are powerful as well. If you can master your thoughts and your emotions, you can do anything in this world. And so I'm not gonna keep this video long. I'm gonna wrap this up. If you like this video, if you have anything that you want to add on to this video, please leave a comment in the comment section. Give the video a like if you like it. Give me a subscribe if you're new here. I greatly appreciate it. And if you feel this message can help somebody else, share the video. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. And I'm gonna leave you guys with this again. Master your thoughts, master your emotions. Let's wind down off the distractions and become more productive at the things that we want to accomplish this year. Remember, it's the top of the year, y'all, right now. It ain't too late. We only, what, 10, 11 days, maybe 12? I would say 11 days into the new year, January 2025. So it's not too late. Let's get a hold of this now. Even if we bring in some of these old bad habits into from 2024 into now, let's catch it right now. Let's bring it to an end right here. It ain't too late, you guys. Let's cut it out. We have the rest of this year to start accomplishing our goals. I'm sure everybody has goals and things and wishes and dreams that they would like to accomplish. And it all starts by mastering our thoughts, our emotions, how we feel, whether we feel like doing it, whether we don't feel like doing it. We have to discipline ourselves. Cut the distractions, become more productive, or become more productive, or have more productivity to accomplish these goals. So I know I said quite a breath full, but I ain't gonna hold y'all no longer, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Deuces.